You know, you just drive right past that bitch on the way to Red Lobster. You know,
in fairness, he probably had been good.
I'm like, you're gonna have the Admiral's Feast when we get there, Dad. I can't have a fucking like second game for my Game Boy. No, keep playing Tetris.
A second game.
It's 1997. Come on,
dude. I was like the only 8-year-old kid who, like, if my parents told me we're going to Red Lobster, would be more excited than if they said we're going to Chuck E. Cheese, because I knew that meant crab.
I mean, I really love. Wow, we do crab at crab everywhere. I just like those cheddar biscuits.
There's
I
no
like
crab
to
at Toys R Us.
I like to see the lobsters in the tank.
Chinese crab.
I like any restaurant that has live animals on tap. I think that's
I don't think
a cool
there's any
addition.
crab at Chuck E. Cheese. I think your statement that there's crab everywhere is wildly off.
Well, I think he was saying I get crab everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That can't be true either.
Nope. Woody's won me over.
I like the live lobsters, though. I like the idea of picking the one that's going to die and eating that one. I've always said that should be everywhere. Like, you should be able to go to a place and pick out your pig, pick out your cow, like that one.
Mm-hmm.
That one right there.
I would pick out the saddest one in all instances. Like, just find one and convince yourself and putting you out of your misery. You get to go to pig heaven.
I want to pick one out and bring it home, put it in the tank. That'd be dope.
A pig?
No, crab.
No, crab.
There's a YouTuber, he bought a lobster.
It's a week to drown. It was crazy.
Red Lobster, brought it home, kept it as a pet. It took 2 tries before it lived.
I didn't know they'd let you do that. Although I guess why would they give a fuck? If you ever, like, you know what? Can you knock $3 off for not cooking it? And they're like, you know what? Whatever, man. You know.
Do you remember that black guy that was making videos where he'd run into Red Lobster and just reach in and grab 2 and run away?
I do not remember.
He was just stealing them out of the lobby of Red Lobsters. He was just
don't film your crimes, people. Don't do that.
That's really on Red Lobster. If they wanted to stop stealing, they wouldn't rubber band the claws until they were taking them to the kill chamber. You'd let the pincers stay free. That way
chamber? What is
somebody reach in? I guess the colloquially the pot.
I hope they're not boiling them alive. That's not cool. I never like it when I see that when they boil the animals.
Then don't watch Chinese street food or Chinese cooking videos.
They're doing that for fun. They're just
like for fun. It's like, oh, look how much it hates when I pour soy sauce on its nervous system. And it's like, why are you doing this? Just eat it.
Saw a lady eat a crab alive the other day. This Chinese lady had like a crab and she was tearing its legs off and eating them raw. And it was crunchy. She was like really having to power through it. But the crab is just like, trying to pinch her. And she's like, oh, that one next. And she like tears its claw off and eats that. It's awful. I hate that so much. Like,
there's no reason. It's cruelty is the only reason to do that.
It can't taste better that way. It can't.
If anything, they say that
way.
Stress makes animals taste worse, and so it could be impeding your flavor. Could be making it worse. I don't like it.
These are awful.
Yeah, I don't like those eating living animals thing. I saw.
I'm processing this in my mind. Like, would I eat a living animal? Well, I mean, you can still put butter on a living animal, right? That's the point of the crab.
It's going to be harder. You're going to waste a lot of butter.
I feel like you just rip the arm off, dip it in butter, and then you're good to go. Maybe I could. I'm here for it.
I saw a Chinese, like one of the most egregious ones I saw with like the Chinese cooking was actually super recent, and it was. I think it was China. China's the only country big enough where like these videos are all over, and I guess it's a flash fried fish recipe. And they take a living fish and they fry everything but the head, and they do it rapidly. And so then when they're serving it, it's like peeling and flaking and fried on the outside, and the fish is still like making a scared face, and like the people are just sitting around like it's a fucking blooming onion, tearing pieces off of this still alive animal.
That's awful.
Yeah, and there's people commenting like, you don't understand the culture. It's like someone needs to shut this down. You can't be just kill the fish and eat it normally. Why do this?
I don't even like when grizzly bears are eating salmon and they skin them alive and like rip them apart really slowly. I can't watch that. I'm like, come on, dude, just bite its head. What's your problem, bear?
You guys are making me feel guilty for what I do to grapes, which is basically the same thing. I pluck them off one by one, eat them bit by bit.
If you were Chinese, you'd be doing that with like cat paws. Like you just be ripping off their nails and everything. Yeah, that there's no way maybe I'm closed-minded. Actually, I definitely know I'm closed-minded about some things, but like it would take the most skilled linguist with like a giant tray of physical proof and tasty food to be like, now blind test. This is the one we killed beforehand. This is the one that suffered immensely. What's better? And I'd have to like go 10 for 10 picking the tortured one. But there's no way that's it. It's just like some guy bored in China deciding that he wants to fucking kill animals, or no, actually deciding he doesn't want to kill animals.
Do we do anything like that in the West that they look at, you think, and they're like, oh, that's awful? They do that? Like maybe like it's not like they don't eat veal too. Veal is like the worst thing that I eat.
We boil shellfish alive.
I don't.
People do.
Some do, yeah.
Everyone I know kills them first.
Most chefs kill them first.
Yeah.
But I don't think the things we're talking about in these other countries where we flash fry a fish and eat it while its mouth is still gaping is an everyone thing either.
Yeah, that's bizarrely
that seems only China. I've never seen like a guy from Poland or Russia or Honduras or whatever doing that. Like I've only seen fucking Chinese people doing that. A lot of cruelty towards animals over there.
And the dogs and the cats too, like I saw this YouTuber who's like buying all the dogs that are for food and they're in these little cages and taking them with them to like free them, of course.
Dude, I hate geese so much, man.
They're awful.
They're the worst animals.
They're the worst.
I saw, a few years ago, I was watching Tier Zoo and I saw a goose bully an elephant. And I'm like, that's just fucking ridiculous. If that elephant knew what he was working with, he'd just take care of the goose. And then I saw a goose bully 3 lions or 3 tigers for about 5 seconds. And then the tiger just pulls them in. The goose is getting ripped to shreds. And I was like, perfect. That's the outcome I was hoping.
I saw that. I saw that. I was like, that's what you get. That's what you get. It's a tiger. And he's not alone. It was a bunch of tigers he was trying to bully. He got down to this little like intimidation goose stance or whatever, and the lion just snatched his ass up. That was a good video. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the geese either. I've been bullied by swans at the park before as well. You just got to get out of their way, like nope. Dude, because if you were to like turn on the swan, I don't know, 29. They're mean. What are you gonna do? Oh yeah, you be the big man who beats the swan to death in front of the
what
park.
Are you gonna do? Snap its neck? Yeah.
I swear to God, that's me. I'm not changing. I walk through a park with a lake in it, a pond, wishing a motherfucker would. I sit there like I see other people like keeping their distance from the goose. I'm like, come my way. I hate geese so much. I'm like Batman's parents walking down Crime Alley with a tuxedo and jewels. Just like bring it. But I'm not
breadcrumbs in every pocket.
Goose.
It's better to avoid them by like a large radius, in my experience, not for any other reason than there's a 35-foot just shit circle surrounding all of them, and it's not even like that somewhat less offensive white bird shit. It's like green and goopy, and it's like dog shit everywhere, and you can't even walk on. I remember there's a path around like a pond at a place I used to work, and like sometimes people will go out there and like walk around the path at lunch, and it's like I did that maybe once during goose season, and it was like I think I've stepped on this path 3 times. I've been walking through grass trying not to step on shit. Terrible animals. Canada should be kind of held responsible for it.
Let me ask you this, because I've already thought about this a lot, actually, having a 3-year-old now. If an animal attacks my 3-year-old, I'm going to kill it. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's a goose or a swan or a dog or whatever, I'm going to kill it. If a goose attacks you, let's say it hurts you, are you allowed to kill it, or do you go to jail for killing the goose? I don't know.
No jury would convict you for killing a goose. Like I was walking, I did nothing. He came at me. You know, that's the find out stage.
That's what
The witness for the prosecution is going to skewer you on the stand. First of all, first of all, we've been referring to it as a goose. His name was Charlie. Okay, he's been living in that bush. And just so we're all clear, and then they go to slide 3. This is Charlie's family. This is Henrietta. This is his clutch of eggs. He was protecting them from Mr. Woody here, who actually stomped upon several of the eggs because he wasn't watching where he went. Charlie was defending his brood.
Shouldn't have worn my Yoki shoes. Woody looks over and there's one goose on the jury.
I got burned again. How did my lawyer let the goose on the fucking thing?
It really is true. I walk through parks like Mr. Big Man, hoping a goose will. I hate geese so much. I'm looking for trouble.
I feel like nobody's going to get you. Actually, it's probably one of those things where it depends on the state. I bet if you're in, Georgia and you kill a goose, totally fine. Maybe California has or Washington. Washington protects geese.
I live in California, and you're probably right. You're probably right, Taylor. It sucks because, I'm just walking through a park or something on the path, and then I get attacked. It's not my fault that the eggs are close or whatever, but he's who knows? He could be doing serious damage to my arms and face or whatever. I got to snap his neck. I don't have a choice.
The problem with it is it's going to be hard to show damage from the goose. I feel like it's goose teeth, those little weird bird nubs, they're not going to be able to draw much blood. Maybe, it's gonna be grosser than it is threatening, because if a big goose gets in my face, I'm going to be thinking these things carry disgusting germs and diseases, and it might bring the Canada plague or whatever they have up there. I could get sick. I just want it to get away from me. And if I killed it, I couldn't I'd have to go that day to the court and take pictures, because if it was 2 days later, I'd be well, it was pretty gnarly. It's entirely healed. There's no.
I looked it up. I found out the truth. Apparently, these birds are protected by the Migratory Bird Treaty Act, and you can't kill them unless. Okay. One is if they're attacking a child, you're allowed to protect the child. Yeah. The other is if you can prove that you were going to suffer significant harm from this goose, which I don't see how that would happen. That'd be true. Listen, my feelings were shattered, but I don't know. I just hope no one's looking.
Yeah, that would be my number one concern. If I got in a physical altercation with a goose and no one sees, I'm taking it to the grave, because I know that at some point in that altercation I go and I get a little startled.
Somebody's going to catch that on camera.
The story on this show in detail, and I'm just going to throw in Minecraft every so often for deniability.
Nice. Good idea.
I would lie. I'd be so there I was, staring down the whole flock.
Not
only was Taylor lying about the number of geese, it was a duck.
Ducks are great. No, I wouldn't jump straight to killing. By the way, I would kick it a few times to see if it left. That's what I would do, is I try to get it out of here.
Kick it to see how far it would go. Yeah, I'm with you.
Well, hold on. No, I didn't say that, but I've been you would think that if you kicked an animal, it would stop, right?
Not pit bulls.
No, pit bulls don't stop. That's true. Yeah, but geese, I don't know.
Pit bulls, geese, and what's the animal that just doesn't give a shit? I'm losing its name.
The honey badger.
Honey badger.
Yeah.
I don't think those live anywhere around people, do they?
Aren't they in Africa?
I thought they were in America somewhere, in a desert region.
Wolverine. So the wolverines, I think, live in Canada,
Michigan,
and in the northern territories, perhaps.
Cheaters.
Probably in Michigan too. It's awfully north. But I think the honey badger is an African animal, because I often see it contending with cobras and lions.
Oh, well, I bet it's not winning many against the lions.
It does.
If it does, it's out of sheer disinterest from the lion.
I've seen it. Lion. It gets all up in their face and snaps at them and bites them. And
no, that's me trying to coax the Rock into punching me in public,
so
that I can make money.
Emaciated. You could probably take the Rock these days.